the avian flu influenza. What happened to the regular flu? You know, everything is, they blow it out of proportion. This is all depopulation. We're seeing the food chain just get wrecked daily. You know, they don't tell you this on the mainstream news. You know, we got to take out the tidbits from all these places like MSLSD here. This is MSN. We call it MSLSD. Groundbreaking new laser system cuts through the Earth's atmosphere like it's nothing. They already have this. Now these are talking about using the the beams, not like regular laser beams. This is man, I read this like several hours ago. I can't even remember it. Anyway, it's just more of the same crap going on. Kind of like how they cut the ice chunk, A68A. So a lot of people ask, you know, who's paying for the weather modification? Who's doing it? Well, I'm just going to show you one right now. If you live in California, you know this company. You know PG&E. They run your power and your gas companies. Well, they also do weather enhancement. They do precipitation enhancement. This is coming from the resource management strategy of the California Water Plan. The California Department of Water Resources, July 29, 2016. And we can see, you know, the companies that are in on this precipitation enhancement. You got the California Energy Commission, California Department of Water Resources, National Center for Atmospheric Research, National Oceanic Atmospheric Administration, Pacific Gas and Electric Company. There's a lot more. I mean, these they just got, last year they got, you know, they've murdered so many people. They were charged with like 87 counts of manslaughter from the fires. And then years before, they killed a bunch of people with gas explosions and all kinds of stuff. But they're doing precipitation enhancement, cloud seeding. We're going to show you what's in the cloud seeding. You know, they'll say it's silver iodide, but this goes all the way back to 2011. So if you were in California in 2011, here's all the areas that they were doing the weather modification. Now there's other companies, like even in their article, modification efforts in China for the 2008 Olympics did not go unnoticed. Also in 2011, evaluations of a 5-year experimental program of the snowy mountains of southeastern Australia confirmed a significant precipitation increase in seeded storms. And here, I got a little clip, if I can get the right clip here. If I get the wrong clip, I'll change it. But I'm going to show you a clip from, actually it's 2019 now. I've got the 2020, but here's the 2019 Texas Driver's License Bureau. This is one of their committee meetings. Just listen to this for a minute.
We've had a lot of cases where we were seeding storms that had no business being seeded. We were just kind of throwing darts, and we were seeing responses in some of those. So we are learning that maybe there's more opportunity with some of these. Maybe we don't even need to have a rain cloud. We could go work cumulocongestus clouds that aren't really precipitating yet. And if it has inflow, maybe we could get something to work. Year one, we had the air tractor that the USDA provided, so dosaging was a lot better. We were getting about 40 to 45 gallons per cloud. That aircraft wasn't available in year two, so we took one of our Comanches and converted it.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman, members of the committee. I'm George Bomar, Weather Modification Program Specialist in the Office of Innovation and Project Management. Since our last meeting in November, we have had completed the radar-derived assessment of cloud seeding operations done in Texas during 2018. That study is done on an annual basis by...
Now, I've got that full-length video on all my channels somewhere. I've knocked down their whole hour and a half down into 1 hour. Now, you can also go to the power company in Utah, and they actually run ground-based cloud seeding operations in California throughout the San Gabriel Mountains. They have, was going to put the clip up here, but I couldn't find it. I got it somewhere. I just couldn't find it. But they're doing cloud seeding from Utah for California with ground-based silver iodide rocket launching things. Now, one other thing about the PG&E, they also are in cahoots with this company called Solarian. Solarian Incorporated is a Southern California startup created to use solar energy from terrestrial electrical usage. The company is under contract negotiated with Pacific Gas and Electric Company to California to deliver 200 megawatts of power for at least 15 years starting in 2016. What are we talking about here? We're talking about space mirrors, satellites beaming down, 200 megawatts of power, beaming down to, a receiver. And we think a lot of this is what's causing the fires, incinerating, Paradise and all these other places. Space-based solar power. It's basically a space mirror beaming down high amounts of microwaves. And sometimes these things fluctuate. Sometimes they get a little bit too hot and incinerate things. So just so you know, and like I said, PG&E has got away with so much murder. I don't even know what the death count's up to now. And they cut your power whenever they want. Giant locust swarms invade southern Saudi Arabia, while Kenya and the other Horn of Africa brace for a apocalyptic return of devastating plague. Now you got a bunch of weather modification companies down here. We have weather modification companies out here that can steer the atmospheric river.
Good afternoon. Before I begin today's announcement,
what the heck?
let me take
Not him, not Sniffer Hair. Oh, I forgot to take these down. I wanted to see what the thumbs up ratio was on these. The unlisted version of the White House live stream where you got, you should have heard this by now. We played this, but in the background, you got his son there talking about he copped a plea deal. Look at the thumbs down, 20,000, 4,000 thumbs up. This is on an unlisted live stream. Now, the stream they cut out, his son talking, it's got 18,000 thumbs down, 5,000 thumbs up. Right there, that's the actual real election results right there. Just going by the YouTube algorithms. Now we got this risk pool to be created to compensate nations hurt by Bill Gates' venture to dim the sun to cool the earth. It was reported that the top climate change scientists for the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration received $4 million in funding from Congress, along with permissions to study two highly controversial geoengineering methods in an attempt to cool the earth. The Earth's not heating up. We've proved it over and over and over. With the programs that they're doing, like the bunker fuel ships off the coast, that's called cloud brightening, accidental weather modifications, what they call it. Cloud brightening, cloud whitening. We've gone into great detail on that. We're not going to spend a bunch of time on that tonight. We got a new gun buyback scheme to begin next month. If I remember right, this is down in New Zealand, I think. Police Minister Poto Williams announced a second buyback today, allocating $15.5 million in compensation. This year's buyback will look very different to the one in 2019. There will be no large-scale collection events. See, they're taking the guns. The United States is next. They're doing it down in South Africa right now. First, they went in and disarmed all their citizens, and then they shut off all the social media yesterday. It's going to happen here. We got to watch the other countries, how they're doing it. That's the plan. It's coming. Don't think it's not. This is the New World Order takeover.